Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have already discussed about that things with you, how can create that functional component. So now in this video, I'm going to discuss about how can create one of the class component. So if you want to create the class component, so better in our components folder area, I want to create new file and click as a save as. And I just name it as a whatever you want. So now I want to name it as a learning. Okay, learning.js. So that will be our components. So the component name I have defined as a learning.js. So now here, first of all, we have to load. That means we have to import our React, right? So I want to import our React. So that is our React, and then from our module, that means the React. That means the React module, right? So that is our default one. We have to load it. So now I want to name it. So I just name it class, because here I want to load one of the class components. So there is a class, and I just name it as a learning. Okay, I just name it as a learning, and it should be extend our default another function as a component. Okay, so here you have to add it as extends. It should be extends our component. So here I have to add it this component. And also now we have to actually export it. That means export this learning, right? So here I just simply added that export our default this learning, that means the learning class. So I just simply added our learning class. And also here we extend our component, right? So now we have to add that component in our React area. So after this here we have to add our this component. Okay, so I just simply added our this component on particular that position, that means our extended component, and in particular that area I want to render it. And render it means that is actually for our output, that is actually visible some of the output. So that will be our render, and into the render area I want to return it. So returned, and into the return area, whatever the things you want to return, you can return it in particular that position. Like here I added one of the h1 tag, and I just name it as a hello. So I just name it as a hello Udemy, and I just close our h1 tag. Okay friend, so from here I render it. As I told you, render it means that is actually the output. Okay, so it should be show some of the output result. So to the output result, I return some of the h1 tag as a hello Udemy, and also I export it. I export our default learning, that means this one, right? That is our class name. So now we have to also pass it. Like here I export it, so we have to also import it in our mother component area, that means in our app.js, right? That means here. So here we have to import it. It should be just like that same, import our learning. Okay, input our learning from our whatever the things I just defined. So here I have added this component in our components folder, that is our learning. So that is our components folder. Into the components folder I have created one of the component name as a learning. So I just simply added that learning. So now if you want to visible it, you can visible it with this learning, right? So here after that I just added that learning. So that is all learning. Perfect. So now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, yes, you can see there is another component is loaded as a hello Udemy. So that is our functional component, and that is our class component. Right friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. So here I just simply loaded this input learning. So if you want to change it, right, this doesn't mean that you have to add that as a learning. So if you name it as Aryan, so right now I'm naming it as Aryan. So now I want to visible that Aryan. If you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it again, you can see the result is the same. So I think you have some of the basic idea how you can load some of the component in your project. So in our next video, I want to discuss about another things as a JSX, that means the JavaScript XML file. So what exactly that means, in our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.